What's good, YouTube? FAIRDALE Kings coming back at you again with another EA Sports College Football 25 video. Make sure that you guys hit like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoy the content in this video. What's good? So, we just did a preview video. We're coming back. This is going to be week 0. I'm going to go over all the recruits that I've added to my board, give you guys a little bit of insight into what I'm doing, who I'm recruiting in this Ohio State Dynasty, give you guys a little bit of insight on why I'm thinking what I'm thinking, and who to go after, and pick and choosing your battles. Obviously, you can't go after 35 guys all at one time. If you do, you're going to fail miserably. All these other users, we've got 11 other users I'm going up against. You're not going to win all those battles. So I've got to focus on the guys that I know are going to be able to step on the field and help me in the future and contribute moving forward. So without further ado, let's get into this. So I'm gonna come down here in this left corner so you guys can kind of see what we're doing and how we're attacking this this recruiting board. So I've got this sorted out. Hit X, guys, and it'll sit there and sort through as you go through. That's the default. That's the very first page when you come on here. I'm going to hit X, and I'm going to go to national ranks. I'm going to look at the guys that are ranked and rated the highest. Now, I'm still going to sort through here and go position by position because that's what my Excel spreadsheet has it sorted at. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to attack this board and find the guys that I'm going to recruit. Now, I've already put everything in an Excel spreadsheet. I know that I've got 1,000 hours as a 5-star program. I get 1,000 hours. If you're a 4.5-star, you get 900 hours. If you're a 4-star, you get 800 hours. So that gives me a step up on the opponents anyway, because if I was to recruit 20 players at 50 hours apiece, which is the default max number, I can go after 20 guys all for 50 hours. Okay, but because I have some recruiters on my staff, especially at Ohio State, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about real quick. So as I back out here and I go into coaching abilities, okay? When you look at your coaching abilities, I am a recruiter first and foremost because I want to make sure that I get down there to tier 3 always recruiting. That gives you bonus time so that you can talk to your players, your recruits, for a longer amount of hours. But you can't neglect the fact that your coordinators also are recruiters, you know, and you get credit for what they have. So for Ohio State, Chip Kelly is my offensive coordinator. He's tier 3 for both quarterbacks and for wide receivers. So I'm going to get a boost there. Okay. So I'm getting more hours. I'm going to get 60 hours to talk to quarterbacks and 60 hours to talk to wide receivers, as opposed to the default 50 hours that I have. Okay. I get to lean on my coordinators. Now, my defensive coordinator, also looking at him, he has tier 3 for D-line, linebackers, and the secondary. So I'm good. As I go through this season and I accumulate points as I level up, I know that I can focus on offense and really focus on running backs and O-line. That's going to be the first 2 things when I come in here and I open up mine and I start going after things. I will be trying to get to tier 3 for running back and tier 3 for my offensive line. Okay. So that gives me a little bit of a boost right off the bat. I've got a spreadsheet that has every coach in the game, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. So I know what I'm going to be attacking and what my opponents have as I go into these recruiting battles. So I'm going to hit X again, national rank, and now I'm going to go position by position and attack this. So this number 1 quarterback, this Gordon Canada, I'm number 6 on it, but I know that his grade for me to play next year is an A-. He's better than Armour. Armour, I'm number 1. I'm going to put all my eggs in this basket, and I'm going to compete against Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, and Tennessee, thinking that I can beat them. Okay? So I'm going in. I'm going to add my action, and I'm going to send the house. I'm spending 60. I'm going to go max on this. I'm spending 60. I've already laid it out. I'm also going to DM this guy. Okay. I'm going all my eggs in that basket. I'm hitting hard at him. But my backup plan is I'm going to keep recruiting Gabe Armour. Okay. He's the backup plan. I don't want to totally let it fall off the cliff for this first week because I do get 3 of those arrows up over where it says DM the player. You know, the influence, max influence is 3. I'm going to throw him a bone. I'm going after him for just 10 hours. Okay? 10 hours is all I'm going after him. I go to running back. I've got 3 guys on this board at running back. I've got Augustine. I've got the other running back with Somo Falili and Nick Marable. Whatever. Marble. Let's call him Marble. Okay, so I've got these 3 guys. I'm not going after every one of these guys. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay? I've already gone in and I've scouted them. I know that Augustine is the higher rated of these options I have on my board. He's 94 speed. Soma has 93 speed. Marble with 91 speed. I need 2 running backs, but it is not going to be the be all end all. Okay. I look at my roster and I've already done this, but just a quick once over. Junkins is my stud. He could go pro after this year. I don't know. I've got 2 other running backs that I'm not very high on for next year. So I've got to get one of these running backs. I have to. But for me, in the position that I am, and I think I've kind of figured out this recruiting thing, I'm going to go ahead and attack this head on. I think I can out-recruit both Texas and Alabama. I'm going all in on the number 1 running back in the country. Or he might be 5-star, number 1 in the state, 3rd at the position. No. I'm sorry. Go back. The number 1 running back in the country. So here it is. We're going to go ahead. We've got 50 hours to talk to him. Sit in the house. We're going to sit in the house. I'm not going to give anyone else any more attention. This fullback, I would love to go after him. I think I've got a little bit of time. He hasn't made it to his top 8 yet. I'm not even in his top 10. I did recruit him. He is a gem. You want to make sure that you are getting these gems. None of these guys so far have had that, but this fullback, so he's a 3-star. More than likely, he's truly probably closer to a 4-star. So I would love to have this fullback. He's the number 2 fullback available. So I really want him. Now, looking at gems, though, this cat right here, Jarius Lenore, I'm all in. I'm on the Jarius Lenore fan club. 98 speed, 5-star receiver, number 2 receiver, and on top of that, he's got a hidden gem. We're all in on this guy. At wide receiver, I'm going after 2 of these guys because I do need 2 receivers. So let's start with Lenore. We've got 60 hours to talk to him. We're going to sit in the house. And I am going to DM him. We're going to get in his DMs. We're going to get in his ear. We're going hard at him. Now, I've got a decision to make here in this row. I like Stoudemire. 94 speed, 5'11 receiver. This Kyle Fitzgerald, I'm also a fan of. 96 speed, 6 foot 184. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. My recruiting battle is going to be with Wisconsin. I don't know if I can neglect going 60 minutes in a head-to-head battle with Oregon. So I'm going to throw everything at this guy and go full 60 on Stoudemire. Now, that's a choice. You might decide, hey, you might go 25-25. You might go 25-5, 25-5, you know, and go 30-30. That's the decision you can make. For me, though, I'm going all in. You know, I'm going after these two big dogs. And that's just a choice that I'm making as I recruit. Now, tight end, I had another guy up here, Sen. But after Daryl Pay committed, I didn't need anyone else. So I'm going with just this one tight end. I don't need a second one, so we're going to just stay where we're at, stand pat. Now, at tackle, I know that I've got Woody, Hicks, and I've got Ezekiel down here. I got Zeke. Now, the way that I'm attacking this is I'm trailing on Woody. Hicks is number 2, but see, Hicks is playing time. Probably if I took Woody off the board, Hicks would probably jump me back up to number 1 because he wants playing time. That's the thing. Michigan's at a problem because Michigan is going after 2 left tackles, and this guy's deal breaker is playing time. So, but Woody is the better player. Woody is an A+. Hicks is just a C+. So I know that Woody comes in, he's going to start for me right away. I know that. He's got the 87 pass block, power, 85 pass block. So I know that he's going to be the one, even though this guy's got 91 strength. But Hicks doesn't have any abilities, whereas Woody has pocket shield, PA shield, and wear down. So I've got a choice to make, and I'm going to go with the guy with abilities. Okay? You can make your own decision, go your own path, but I think that in my particular situation with Ohio State, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, and really concentrate on Woody. I mean, I should probably give him more, but I'm going to go right now with 25. Hicks, I don't want to let go. I'm going to give him 25 right now. I might regret splitting that. But then this guy here, Zeke, is one of those hidden gems at right tackle. And I need 2 right tackles. So I'm going to give this guy all my attention, though. Of the 3 tackles on that board, he's getting all 50. Offensive guard. We've got 4 guys up here on the board. It's been tough trying to figure this out and see how this one shakes out. Trusnick, Malden, Douglas, and Saavedra. So Douglas is a little bit of a bust. Trusnick is the gem. See, Douglas, though, does have 2 abilities. But I don't know. So he's got 2 there. God, it'd be so great if he had. So I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm going to win in week 1. To maybe flip the script there. So Trusnick, I'm going to give the full 50. Sending a house at him. Saavedra. We're going to give him 50. Douglas. I'm not giving him a second of my time, which I probably regret. And we're going to go after, let's see, is it Malden? Malden, we give 0. Douglas, we give 0. So I'm not going after either one of those guys. Center. Everything on Peppers here. Sit in the house. Defensive ends. Man, this top guy. This top guy, Spencer. He is a stud. He's an A+, would start for me next year. No, he might be, I think he is A+. But you got Michigan, Notre Dame. I just don't think I need to, at this point, fight that battle. I've got number 1 here with another right end, number 2 right end. I'm going to sit here and go with Hanks. I know that I'm number 1 team on him. So we're going to go 50, 60, and try to get him locked in. I don't even need a right end, but because I'm number 1, I'm going to go ahead and go after him. This guy right here is really good, though. This Ian Badejo, 88 acceleration, 88 finesse move, 83 speed. Looking at him, he's another guy that was an A+ for playing time next year. If I wanted to go that route, I could. At end, this guy is really impressive, this D'Imperio. I'm number 2 on him. There's a user in front of me. He's got 4 pipeline. I've got 3. But I know that this Kenyan guy has me number 1, the number 4 left end. He's a 4-star, but he's a hidden gem. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the guy that has me number 1. But I'm only going to give him 15 minutes or 15 hours. So I'm going to DM him and also search him on social media. So you guys see 3 arrows up. That's what we're trying to get there. So, you know, we had a little bit of a wiggle room. We're going to go ahead and go with him. Defensive tackles. I do need a couple. I need 3. I'm going to hit these 2. The number 1 guy, both these guys are actually hidden gems, but we're going to go after Gun hard, throw the kitchen sink at him, send the house. We're giving him the 60. And then Bettis, we're going to give him 15. We're going to give him both DM him and social media. Like I said, you've got to pick and choose. I've only got 360 hours left. I still have some guys on my board that I've got to give attention to. Linebackers, got Donahue. Stevens is a bust. And then Duggan. Donahue, we're going to give 25. I'm going to go ahead and contact his friends and family for the 4. We're going to avoid Stevens with him being a bust. And I'm going to send the house at this guy because he's an A+. I do need a left outside linebacker for next year. I'm losing one. So he is getting the house sent at him. Middle linebacker. Man, I've got 2 guys up here that are pretty good. I only have Kentucky in front of me there. The guy wants to stay close to home, though, so that's a little bit of an issue, but I'm an A compared to A+ for UK. And then, you know, Brian Jones has me number 1, A+. So I don't want to totally give up on him. That's for sure. I don't know what I'm like, though, at middle linebacker, I think. So I lose him. I'll have him coming back. And I've got another guy for 81. So I only need one of these 2 guys. I'm only going to need one of the 2. And Igwebuike is the one that I really would prefer to have if I had to choose. So that's the one I'm going to really, I need to focus on and go after more than the other. So we're going to go ahead and throw, we're going to throw 60 at him. Try to get him locked in. So send the house. And we're going to DM him. Jones, though, not to be outdone, we're going to give him, we're going to DM him. We're going to search his social media. Corner, I've got Pierce. I need 2 corners. We're number 1 on him. I know that Oregon's also in the hunt. So with this guy, with Pierce, we're going to give him 60. We're going to send the house, DM him. Now at free safety, I don't need one, but this guy, recruiting him, he is absolutely too good. He's a hidden gem. He's a 4-star. He gets a hidden gem, so it's going to make him basically a 5-star. Number 1 free safety. Yeah, there's some other guys in front. I mean, you got a user at number 1, user at number 3. I think I can overtake both those guys and reel in this guy. So I'm going to send the house, and I'm going to DM the player. I really like this guy, 6 foot tall, 87 speed, run support though, 88 acceleration. We'll see. If I fall off, I know that this is a guy that I can give up on real quick though and change directions. So, I'm not totally locked in on him. Strong safety, I need 2 desperately. I need someone to come in next year and play right away. So with that being said, this is the one, Shakir, who I'm going to primarily focus on. We're giving him 60, so we're going to send the house, and we're going to DM the player. So he's getting that. And then Moses Homer is the other. We're going to get 15 here. So he gets the baby treatment. He gets the DM. He gets social media. And actually, I've got 5 left over. 5 left over. Man, who do I want to search on social media? Douglas, the right guard, has me number 1. This guy's nice. Oh, he's nice. I don't know if I go him. Left end. I mean, I'm looking here, guys. I've got some grades up here on players that I was able to pull. It's like, where do I want to go for this last guy? And it's a choice. I mean, this is tough. You've got to make those decisions. Do I throw 5 at a receiver that I'm really, it's fast as all can be? I mean, I need 2, so it wouldn't hurt to get a guy that's got 96 speed. I mean, getting that speed is also essential. This guy's has duress. He's got pocket disruptor. Douglas has pocket shield. So, I mean, this is a lineman that has us number 1. We're going to go ahead, search his social media. So that's it. I mean, that's a quick rundown of how I attack the recruiting board. Everyone can do this, in your own way, in your own manner. This is how I'm going to address it. It's not saying that, I'm doing the best way, but it's a way that I found and a method that I found in my last dynasty. I had probably 5 commitments already. I just had the number 1 player in the country, the number 1 corner, sign with me. I had the number 1 running back sign with me, which is also a 5-star. I had 7 guys that were 5-stars that had me number 1 and were getting ready to commit. And I had them coming in for visits. So, I'm looking at, I was going to have 9 5-stars at Ohio State by week 6 of the dynasty. And it was using this method. As I got players to commit, and you try to get them in as early as you can, you get 4 guys a week. And you got to make sure that you're bringing them in for complimentary visits. Like, you can't bring in 2 wide receivers together. they know that they're competing against each other. So I did groups. So quarterback and wide receivers, quarterback and left tackles, those are complementary. You can go, I think it was tackles and guards complement each other. And then defensively, your secondary and linebackers complement. And your D-line and your linebackers complement. So I would bring in 4 guys. This is how I did it, okay? I had week 4, or you know what? Let's. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to flip tail because I already canceled it, deleted it. But I can look at my schedule, so I'm not, just guessing here. So week 4, Marshall. I brought in defense. I brought in a strong safety, a free safety, a corner, and a linebacker. All 4 of those guys committed. All 4. And week 6 was my offense. I brought in quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, and a left tackle. They all complement it in some way. In fact, some of them had 3 complementaries. So, and then week 9, I went back to my defensive side and was going to have 4 guys on defense there. Week 11 was 4 more on offense. Okay? That's how I was doing it. If it gave me later in the year where you can get maybe 6 visits, and I don't know. I know that 4 might be the max, but some weeks you can bring guys in, some weeks you can't. And of course, remember, there was a recruiting glitch before, so maybe that's been cleaned up. This was pre-patch, okay? But that's what I was doing. Just some background. It was working for me. I was bringing in, at that time, it was a top 3 class. Once I got those 5 stars, which was 7 more, I was going to have the number 1 class far and away. And that was with 8 other users. I was killing it. I was killing Texas. I was killing Georgia in head-to-head recruiting. So that's the thing. I'm not beating, these little peons. Now, Wisconsin was in the fold for a lot of guys in my region up there in the Midwest. But I was in Texas and in Florida recruiting against Florida State, against Miami, against Clemson. And on the flip side, I was in East Texas recruiting against Texas. So I think that I've kind of figured out some things. So I'm going hard. I'm sitting in the house. I'm going to get 15 to 20 guys to commit soon, quick, fast, in a hurry. As I lose ground on some battles, I'll pivot off of that and go to somebody else. I'm not going to stay in recruiting battles if I know that I'm losing ground and it doesn't look good. Okay? That's what I'm doing. You can kind of do your own thing. I'm just giving you what's worked for me. Okay? There's some other hints and tips. I'll probably give those out when season 1's over. I know that my buddies are watching these videos, so I'm not giving them everything right now, but I have found something else. But you got to look around, and check out your My School. Okay? I'll just say that. Check out your My School. There are some things in here that could help in recruiting. Okay? There are some things here within this window that can help with recruiting. Okay? Just look at what's up here on the screen. Okay? It gives a grade as you go through here. Not going to tell you. Y'all got to figure some things out and put it together. But this shows you in a mix for playing style for your quarterbacks and stuff like that. Improvisers, scramblers. It gives a grade against all your competition. Your proximity to home. I know that it shows closest quarterback prospects. So you could look at proximity to home. How's it shake out in your favor? Can you go get a fullback? But, oh, yeah, I can go get Briscoe. I mean, that dude wants to stay close to home. You can look here, championship contenders. Who am I competing against? Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Texas. This changes week to week. If Georgia loses 3 games, like they did last year, and they start 1-3, that A+ will become a B+ real quick. Georgia will be out the mix. Okay? This is not static. It's not going to stay. This does not stay. It's dynamic. It changes from week to week depending on how you're doing. Like Louisville, when I was my Louisville Dynasty, I was 9-0. I was an A+ for championship contender. I wasn't when the season started. Okay? Top schools. This is program tradition. Now, this one ain't changing. This one ain't changing. You got to perform well on the field for it to increase. But I think that's more annually. Okay? So this one ain't going to change so rapidly. Campus lifestyle. It can't be improved by anything we do. This is locked in. It's like Ohio State's going to be an A. We're going to be an A there. Stadium atmosphere. This can go as you dominate home games and you get home field advantage. This will go up and down and different things. Realize that. Okay? So this can be impacted. Right now, there's 6 teams with A+ for atmosphere. LSU, Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Bama, Clemson. Next one is going to be, next one you're looking at, pro potential. 7 schools of A+. You got to be able to put players in the pros. That won't change, though, till the season's over. Top schools, brand exposure. Ohio State, buddy, we're hammering home. NIL, brand exposure. Our games are on TV nonstop. We're going to be A+. Academics. This can't be improved by anything I do, user actions. This can't be changed. So Ohio State is going to be A-. We're number 23. We're A-. That ain't changing. Schools like Northwestern, Stanford, Duke, Rice, those are going to be A+ model schools. We're not that. You come to school, but you ain't come to school for that. You ain't come to school to play school. You're coming here to play football at Ohio State, but we're still an A-. Conference prestige. Thank God they put it up there. Now it says big. SEC's A+, Big Ten's an A, even though mine shows A+ up here. ACC A-. I mean, you see there's grades. As your conference mates also beat ranked teams, that can change and go up or down. Coach stability. I'm an A. Coach prestige. We're an A. Athletic facilities, buddy, we're A+. We're up there at Bama, Texas, Michigan, LSU, Georgia, Oregon. A+. I'm in a good group. And then this right here, I kind of, guys, check it out. Check out this page. Check out this page. It's all I tell you. Put 2 and 2 together. Look as this changes. Okay? Up here. Right here. Check it out. It tells you a lot to be had. Now, I'm not, you can't look at your opponents, but, there's a lot to be had. So anyway, that's it for now. I mean, this has been a long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, though. Maybe you get a little bit of insight into recruiting. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. I mean, I guess there is a wrong way. Some people, just totally don't know. But guys, it's not that hard. You make up a plan. I do everything on spreadsheets. I write it down. You might not have that time, but identify your guys. Check back week to week. See what's changed. Guys are going to commit to other schools. You need to pull guys off. Reallocate your hours somewhere else. Pay attention to your recruiting, though. Pay attention to your recruiting. Okay? Anyway, FAIRDALE Kings, and I'm out. Make sure that you guys hit like and subscribe. Keep coming back for videos. We'll be in week 1 next time you guys see us. Thanks for joining us again. FAIRDALE Kings, and I'm out.